All right, take two. Oi. So this is Rachel J, and this is my second box, really, for Eat the Tree. What that is you make a bunch of different boxes filled with different goodies. This one is for a little mint and room to the side to put a bead to hold the strapping. And you just put these all over the tree in place of regular ornaments. And then Christmas morning, everyone goes and starts picking off boxes and eating the contents. So you eat the tree. You can actually, if you so choose, do strictly something like this for your ornaments, and then you won't have anything to pack up. Alternately, if you want to save these and use them as supplementary for your ornaments and use them year after year, or at least till you destroy them, what you do is you leave them flat when you're done with them. So rather than stick them down with the double-sided sticky tape, you leave this off and you just fold them up and wrap a belly band around them to hold them closed. So tuck your goodie inside, fold them in place, and then you have a belly band, much like this one, to hold it closed. It's actually pretty cool. So the one I'm going to do for this video is going to be one with a belly band and no tape. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so set that to the side. We need a template first up, and a scoreboard. You can make do without a scoreboard, but it really makes any paper projects you do look so much better. Really, really does. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First score goes at 1/2 inch. If you know which side you want to be top, you can literally adjust the box. Say you want this side to be top, you'd literally adjust it just a hair. You can see the little tiny gap I created. Back and forth. There we go. So you just adjust a hair, and that will make sure your top is a little bit flared. One more. And you will have a guaranteed fit. Alright, so as this one. So 1/2, 1 1/4 more. Alright, and then flip it around, and there we go. Okay, so you've got all your lines scored in that easy. This is another page out of the Tim Holtz papers. This is the Ideology. I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure. And these are just gorgeous. I love these. So yeah, I hit Tim Holtz papers and products a lot because I like a lot of what is put out. And just really speaks to me, I guess you could say. Alright, so just fold and burnish. I've said this in other videos, don't be super aggressive when you burnish. Most of this paper, you can see the white there, has a white core. So if you're super aggressive, you can literally break the top layer and you'll see white peeking through on your crease lines. So say you crack it right here because you're overly aggressive, you'll have the nice color here, and then you'll see white along that edge. And that always sucks. You go to so much effort, and then you damage it. Alright, so we trim top and bottom. Let's see. Is either side bigger than the other? Nope, they're pretty much even. Okay, so let's make this one top. Alright. Pen. So I mark as close to center as I can eyeball it. And then I take a round punch and I slide it in, and again try and center it as much as I can using that line I just drew in. and I punch out a little notch. That makes it easier to grab the lid and open it. If it's completely flush, you gotta try and dig a fingernail in so you can open the box. It's actually kind of annoying. Excuse me. We're going to slope this. And slope this. So with this box, it's down, down, and up. And that is because these three right here, the bottom three, these become the tabs folded in. And if you're slightly off, these will peek up over the edge when you tape it together. And then you'll have to go around and trim your box. It's always obnoxious. So I slope. You end up with a better look. Okay, so before we cut any more, we're going to fold those two in and flip it up. So you see that's the top. This is the back of the top. This is a corner rounder. This is a fairly shallow one. This is better for small boxes. I have a larger one for larger boxes. And that rounded edge just makes it easier for you to close it later. It also looks nice. So, double plus. Okay, I trim to either side. I do not like the score line showing. If you trim down the center of the score line, say like that, you will see bits of score line peeking at the edge. And that just doesn't look nice. You're going into all this effort to make something beautiful, to make your gift extra special, because putting it in a beautiful package just makes it seem so much more. Packaging matters. I think any big company knows that. Packaging makes a difference. If you get the same product shoved into a plastic bag versus in a nice box, you are going to be really unhappy with the product that's shoved in the plastic bag, even if it's exactly the same thing. Packaging matters. So, I really go all out on my boxes, and I trim on both sides of the score line. And I fold in and nip the tab, because if you rip that little slice out, it will leave paper fluff at the area where it's ripped out. Not always, but too often, and I hate ruining a project. Alright. So these are the same size, yep. I am not going to put tape on this one. I am going to do a belly band, and I'm going to use a pre-existing box to fold my belly band around, just to make it easier for me. So I do this roughly center, because then I know it's going to meet roughly center on the bottom, and I'm not going to have an ugly line on the side. And final fit, I do around the box itself. So I just fold it up, get this in place, fold that, give it a gentle crease so I don't crush the box while I'm doing it. Okay. Now, it doesn't always work perfectly, but a lot of times, two sides equal two sides. So, this is 1, 2, and this is 1, 2. You can oftentimes tape them this way without too much issue. Every once in a while, it doesn't quite work out, but for the most part, it does. Okay, so this is going to be on the top side. This is going to be on the underside. And like so. Let's go ahead and peel these and hope it actually worked the way it was supposed to this time. And there you go. That belly band should be just right for this box. Ta-da! Alright, so we're going to go ahead and distress this. And I am using Tim Holtz Walnut Stain because that is what matches the hue of this paper. I'm going to try and go for a little bit of extra blotch and unevenness just to make it interesting. I actually don't want it to be perfectly uniform. Asymmetrical can be quite appealing on occasion. You don't have to do it all the time, but every once in a while. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so, whoops, come back here. We'll go ahead and slide this on our box again. Actually, before we do that, this is meant to be another hanging box, but one I take down at the end of the year and put away. So we're going to do a little hole punch. There we go. Oh, nope, didn't punch out all the way. A little waggle. There we go. Clean it up. All right, now refold it. And I can stick that in at any time. Have it good to go. Keep trying to do things wrong-handedly. It never works out for me. Okay, let's see. Ah, here we are. So I've got these two already set up. Now, for the most part, set this one here. I use score tape because I really like how it sticks. So this stuff is awesome. And I use that for all my boxes, but for embellishments, since they're not trying to pull apart and unfold, I use any old tape. There we go. Alright, so you know what, we're just going to pop this off, and I've got this black one ready to go over here. I'm going to slide that in and take a look at our finished Eat the Tree box. Okay, slide it on frontwards. And there we go. All set up to hang, filled with goodies. And the nice thing about this is it's not really Christmassy. I mean, it looks awesome on a Christmas tree, but it's not Christmassy. So if you decide to open this up, not put the tape on like that, then you can flatten it out and reuse it later. And you can actually steal this any time of the year and put something in it. So you need a quick gift, you know, grab a pair of earrings as a gift to somebody and stick them in a pretty box. A tie pin for a guy, or someone just needs a smile, so you put a little sweetie in here and give them a beautiful little box. It is absolutely great to be able to do that. And if you choose to do the tape and to have it be an actual sealed box, then you start from the base, you peel off the sticky backing on your double-sided tape, so you get the bottom two first. This is the top, this is the bottom. So you do these two first, peel them off, fold it in, line it up as close as you can, pinch to hold, other side, peel, fold, place, press, and repeat here, peel, hold it, place it, press it, and again the other side, and like so. And once you have the base all stuck together, you fold the top round, tabs in, flaps down, and you literally press it to a table, all folded up, lift the flap, peel the backing off, press and hold, flip it, lift, peel, press and hold. And this will give you a perfect fit that will stay closed, one, and two, the top will always fit the bottom. I have had tops that don't fit the bottom and you can't get them closed again. So it's really easy to just have these ready to go, stored flat. I can't tell you how much I love being able to do this and have loads of boxes just waiting. And they don't take up any space, really. I mean, just an envelope's worth. Totally worth it. So I hope that you try this craft, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you eat the tree this year.